Good afternoon, everybody. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the annual prize distribution ceremony to celebrate and congratulate the prize winners for the academic year 2020-2021. I take this opportunity to welcome our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda Amrit Mahal, Ms. Gilda Pereira, Vice Principal Arts, Dr. Rajbinder Kaur, Vice Principal Science, Sister Annie Peter, Vice Principal Junior College, Ms. Beena Gonsalves, Supervisor Junior College, Dr. Anaga Tendulkar, Vice Principal Administration, my colleagues, students and their families, and each one of you who is watching us on YouTube, a very warm welcome. It is my pleasure to invite our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda Amrit Mahal, to welcome the gathering and to address the prize winners.
Town for their support of Sapphire College for over 50 years through the prizes given each year to students. I also take this opportunity to thank all our donors of other prizes and extend a special word of gratitude to the 3 donors who have come up this year and added to our already long list of prizes. One of them is our own Dr. Andrea Coutinho, 2 are former students, one being Dr. Dipti Pradhan, who is now at Yale, and the third being Ms. Sandhya Kalgutkar. It is with great gratitude that we acknowledge their partnership, the partnership of all the donors of prizes with us in this mission of encouraging and fostering learning, development, and empowerment among our students. The Prize Day function is one of the important events on the Sapphire calendar. It is a day when we celebrate the achievements of the past year and recognize these through awards and prizes. I congratulate all those who will be receiving prizes today. At the same time, I should also like to congratulate others who perhaps don't receive prizes, but who have worked very hard and achieved success at their stage. And very, very important, my dear prize winners, it is a time when all those of you who have worked so hard towards this success, who have worked with you to help you attain this success, your parents, your teachers, rejoice in this achievement and thank God for this happy culmination of their hard work, perseverance, belief in you, and your commitment to achieving your own goals. On your behalf and my own, I acknowledge with gratitude and deep appreciation their efforts, the efforts of your parents, of your teachers in your success. The prizes that will be given here reflect the philosophy of education of this college. We strive not just to impart knowledge, it's not only a memory quiz, but to foster an integration of that knowledge into attitudes, understanding, reflection flowing into action, to help students to grow into their full potential, not merely the memory, but of the true powers of mind and heart, of every God-given talent, of the whole personality in every sense of that word. Therefore, there are prizes for academic excellence, for excellence in sports and cultural activities, for leadership and all-round development, for living out of convictions and values, for reaching out and helping others, especially the less privileged, for development of talents, and so on. It's also a time of taking stock where the institution has reached, what have been the institutional developments since last year. The annual theme of 2021 at Sapphire College was Hope, Resilience, Courage, charting new, charting new horizons. And that was precisely what we sought to foster through our educational enterprise. For us at Sapphire, this meant coping with the challenges of pandemic, but also a definite ongoing effort to resist the tendencies of a subtly insidious and strongly patriarchal fundamentalism, as well as the subtle and at times even blatant erosion of values and principles that we hold important. In these efforts, we both valorize and validate other values, other perspectives, other approaches, other worlds. One initiative that has foregrounded our efforts is the quiet but steady work that has gone into building up our interaction with other like-minded institutions, national, international, whether it is through possible masterclasses to be arranged in collaboration with other city colleges or MOU signed with various institutions. The key words have been collaboration and networking. And this has been particularly important because the situation, which has demanded creativity of us, but at the same time has opened doors through this opening of online communication to linking hands across the oceans almost with stalwarts in every field across the globe. Openness and welcome are characteristic of this attitude, and we strive to offer these to all whom we encounter. Excellent teaching and learning has always been and will be the core strength at Sapphire. While we do our best to maintain the student-centered tradition that we have inherited, we continue to strive to widen the scope of opportunities available to our students. These efforts find expression in the add-on courses that are being floated either by the departments or through the Women's Center. There is a constant striving to foster not just imbibing of information and knowledge, but the analytical and critical faculties necessary to engage in an ongoing dialogue with the discourses of knowledge, while at the same time developing the skills needed to attain employability, economic independence. Only so can we help to bring about the changes that we need if we are to see the brave new world we so desire. In all these initiatives, values and principles form the underpinning, the foundation. For us, success would be incomplete without this dimension, so central to all. Though this has been challenging in the pandemic, these last 2 years, we have continued to focus on this dimension. Much importance continues to be given to research at all levels. Being awarded the prestigious Star College status by the Department of Biotechnology has given an added fillip to the ongoing efforts to encourage undergraduate science education and research. Major research grants have over the years been secured by faculty members. Many of these have been collaborative research projects. We have 3 departments now engaged in PhD programs, and these 2 are taking off and being very successfully conducted. Most important of all, the theme song seems to be collaboration as well. And this collaboration, in-house as well as beyond, is a development that we delight.
Hello, we apologize for the technical glitch. We'll just wait for 5 minutes for sister to get back online. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back in. Sorry, I got thrown out of the meeting for a few minutes. This value, the value of collaboration in academic pursuits, belief that the house of wisdom has neither walls nor fences, is something that has really flourished in these pandemic years since online became the name of the game. Distances have shrunk. The distance is near, the stranger is a friend. We have secured very high ratings at NAC.
Hello, everybody. All right, we'll wait for sister to join us in the meantime. It is a privilege to announce the Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prizes for the academic year 2020-2021.
I'm sorry, I keep getting thrown out and keep coming back in. May I go on?
Yes, please. Yes, sister.
Sorry. Okay. So I was talking about how we have had fairly high ratings in a range of rating scales. But for us, the most important of these rating scales, the best index of our effectiveness, is the level of empowerment that is visible in our students as they leave. What caliber of human beings are they? How have they made the maximum use of the opportunities here at Sapphire? Are they capable of independent thought and principled action? How will they now contribute to society at large? To take our exploration of these issues further, we had applied for academic autonomy and were awarded that in 2018. It is our firm belief that this makes the Sapphire experience all the more rich and fulfilling for our staff and our students. And truly, it is the nature and variety of this Sapphire experience that so many of our students remember with such affection. The fact that each student is known by name by both her teachers and her companions, which makes it a little difficult if you want to bungle it. Or that the faculty strives to make the learning experience as rich, accessible, and challenging as possible through a whole variety of techniques that have been expanded because of the online mode. A great range of activities that are available so that you can, no matter what your interests are, you can find something that interests you. The opportunities to learn skills of leadership, organization, teamwork, goal setting, problem solving, all through management of the big events. Scope, Mansophical, Ananya, Jalsa, Mizaj, etc. All of these contribute to that Sophia experience that people remember, and it is our hope that that is going to be something that our students cherish for life. And it is that we celebrate today at prize distribution. We are proud of the imposing legacy that we have inherited We are very aware of the responsibility we bear to keep alive that marvelous and magnificent tradition. At the same time, we're also filled with hope as we look ahead. And as we slowly move back into normal life, we are determined to work towards the realization of the dreams that we want to bring into reality. I pray for each one of us here and for the college as a whole that these dreams may indeed be realized, and may Sapphire continue to offer space for creativity, personalized attention to the needs of our student body, and personally owned accountability and responsibility. May we continue to spur us on to work for a world that realizes the importance of integrity and values, beginning with ourselves and moving outwards, so as to foster a culture of justice, peace, harmony, and principled living at every level.
Thank you for those inspiring words, sister. And before we lose you again, I invite Sister Ananda to announce the esteemed College Silver Jubilee Gold Pendant Prize for the academic year 2020-2021.
The College Silver Jubilee Gold Pendant was instituted in the Silver Jubilee year and is awarded for personal responsibility, social responsibility, promoting the college philosophy of education, and active participation in co-curricular activities. It goes for the year 2021 to Fiona Roy, who was our student body president.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is an absolute honor to be the recipient of the College Silver Jubilee Golden Pendant. I'm extremely grateful for this prestigious opportunity. I owe so much to our esteemed institution. And now that I'm out of Sapphire, I'm able to recognize the impact Sapphire has had on me. Thank you for molding me into the woman that deserves this award. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Ms. Fiona Roy, and thank you, sister. Now I will be announcing the Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prizes for the academic year 2020-2021. The Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Club of Mumbai Prize to the Best Student of the Year on the basis of academic record, service to the college, and qualities of leadership goes to Samiksha Jain of TYBA.
Thank you so much for this prize. I feel honored and privileged to have received this prize, and I'm really grateful. Sapphire has been an integral part of my journey, and I have taken so much back from the college, much more than academics. Thank you for everything.
The first Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prize goes to Mansa Sukeja, TYBA.
Hi, everybody. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda, and our vice principals. This institution has given me the life I know now, an experience I know I'll always cherish. I am and will always be beyond thankful. Thankful for your words. Thank you.
The second Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prize goes to Gayatri Chandran of TYBSE. The third Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prize goes to Samida Jain, TYBMM.
Thank you so much for this award. I feel that I'm extremely lucky to have been part of this college and be a part of the BMM department. Thanks again for the recognition.
The fourth Rami Devi Murlidhar Jalan Rotary Midtown Prize goes to Ikra Siddiqui of TYBSE IT. On behalf of the college and the prize donors, I congratulate all the special prize winners. Now, Ms. Samiksha Jain, the recipient of the Best Student Prize, will address the gathering.
Thank you so much for this prize. I'm extremely grateful to be back here. I strongly believe in the quote that change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Now, of course, this is not my personal quote. I'm not that philosophical or creative, but it resonates with me. It was during the class 12 course that I got to know that we would be relocating from Faridabad, which is this place in NCR, to Navi Mumbai. My first reaction on learning this was of excitement, but soon feelings of uncertainty engulfed me. I'm an extrovert who loves to interact with people, and leaving behind the security and comfort of life as I had known, of so many close bonds that I had developed over the course of 17 years spent in Faridabad, was a bit unnerving. And honestly, I didn't want to leave. It was never a part of my plans, and it was all too sudden. Within a month of knowing this, movers and packers were already at our place, wrapping our belongings, and it symbolized the end of my childhood, both literally and figuratively. Soon we were at this new place in Navi Mumbai. After the initial excitement of exploration of a new place had worn off, I found myself alone, a feeling that I had encountered for the first time. Having grown up with so many people around, so many friends, I had a tough time adjusting to a society where I didn't know many people. In some sense, I experienced a sense of loss. Loss of not just the relationships, but also the kind of future expectations that I had set for myself based on the presumptions that things were not going to change, based on the presumptions that I would be attending a college in Delhi. But clearly, destiny had other plans for me. I clearly remember the first day of orientation at Sapphire College. We were at the Baba Hall. We were introduced to the various opportunities that the college had to offer, followed by the tour of a beautiful campus by the then COC. As I sat there in Baba Hall, listening to our respected principal, Sister Ananda, I made a promise to myself to make the most of this opportunity, to strive to be my best self and deliver my best at this institution. And in that moment, I unknowingly accepted the new course my destiny had taken for the first time. From that day onwards, I made it a point to explore the beautiful city of Mumbai, to interact with new people, to get to know my college. That spark which was lit in me to my college life. Each time I saw an opportunity which would challenge me and help me to grow, I seized it. And Sapphire provides you with ample such opportunities to evolve. All of us proud alumni can vouch that Sapphire gives you way more than you can give it. My first 2 years of college were in offline mode. It was a different world back then, a bit strange, I must say. I had the motivation to travel for 2 hours daily from my home to college, and that too willingly. I have looked forward to the stimulating lectures, some of which would make me question my beliefs. I remember Titash ma'am, who was then our psychology professor, asking us, do we have a free will? And trust me, I have still not found an argument to prove that I do. I also got an opportunity to be a part of the Excellence in Art program, or EXAM. Honestly, I was a bit afraid of joining this rigorous program. But after being associated with it for 3 years in college, I can confidently say that it was one of the best things that happened to me. I got to work with amazing people. A shout out to my exam batch, the exam committee, and my guides, Dr. Poncha ma'am and Dr. Kamath ma'am. To all the first year students who might be listening to me and those who are currently in the program, believe me, it is going to be extremely useful. It has taught me not only the intricacies of research, but also gave me a lifetime of memories to cherish. Having said that, I want to warn you that there are going to be times when you feel like giving up, when it just feels too much. And at such time, turn to your mentors, to your peers, who will support you throughout it all. Being the first batch to graduate with a hybrid mode of learning, both online and offline, I, like all the others in my batch and now the subsequent two batches, have witnessed two different college experiences. But what has remained constant in these two experiences is the sense of Sapphire. Sapphire provides such an empowering environment. It is full of people who are each other's biggest cheerleaders, constant support, and honest critics. Turned into uncertainty. In my head, it was supposed to be the year. I had been elected as the cultural secretary. There was so much to look forward to. For the first few months, all of us were just waiting. waiting for the things to go back to the way they had always been. But that is the thing about change. It is usually hard to accept, especially when it is unplanned and clearly something negative, like the pandemic. But at the end of the day, I knew that I had to do the best with the situation at hand. I had been blessed with this prestigious position, blessed with a fantastic team, the CUC core members, PRISM, as well as the entire CUC. Most importantly, I had the support of our professors. In some senses, I and the entire CUC took it as an opportunity to implement a new, modified mode of functioning by taking what we had and tweaking it to the new normal. Together as a team, we stood with each other as a cohesive unit, supporting each other, guiding each other through these tough times, and were able to adapt to this new normal way of functioning. In last year, from my peers, I have learned resilience, I have learned adaptability from this collective and collaborative experience. All of us worked hard to not just seamlessly transform an offline system to an online one, but to conduct events throughout the year. Being a part of PRISM and CORE, CUC has contributed to an integral part of who I am as a person. Over the last year, I have learned that anything is possible if you have dedication, passion, and most importantly, the right kind of people and the empowering environment that Sapphire provides us with. In the last year, we were able to organize a brand new series of events, namely Mizaj, with the participation of all the clubs of Sapphire College and Prism. We organized many online events and had amazing participation across the country. This was possible only because we understood that this new normal was an opportunity for us to grow and achieve a certain level of competence in a domain we had not earlier explored, which new batches could build on and take to the newer heights. I'm very proud to see that they are, and congratulations to them. To the upcoming batch who had their 2 years online and one offline, all the very best. I have now understood the inevitability of change. I no longer fear it. I have understood that growth, in fact, is a byproduct of acceptance of this change. Now, it is time to thank our mentors, our professors who have held our hand and ensured that even when we doubted ourselves, they never doubted our capabilities. I extend, on behalf of my batch, a heartfelt gratitude to our principal, Sister Ananda, for constantly motivating us. She has been a pillar of strength throughout the past 3 years. She has listened to us, made sure that we have been comfortable with the totally new mode of education. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you, Ms. Gilda Pereira and Dr. Yasmin Khan, ma'am, whose offices have always been open to us, be it in the offline or online settings. Thank you, Sister Rosa, who has been a strength and guided us throughout. A big thanks to our CUC staff in charges, Dr. Anaka Tendulkar and Dr. Tenaz Asha, ma'am. Anaka, ma'am, thank you so much for always holding our hands, even during the darkest times. Thank you for always picking our calls, attending the frequent Zoom meetings with the CUC core, and guiding us through all. Despite not physically being a part of psychology class, we were cohesive in a close-knit batch, and a large part of it was because our professors, they ensured through numerous projects, not all fun, meetings in the breakout rooms, again, not all fun, but with to interact and get to know each other. To all my college mates who have helped me grow as a person and given me a lifetime of memories to cherish. To my core group, Siona, Vishruta, Mansa, and the entire PRISM team, I am more grateful than I can ever express in words. You all have helped me realize my potential, been there for me throughout my journey, made me realize my mistakes, and helped me grow. Thank you so much. Last but not the least, my family, my parents who have unconditionally loved me and supported me, be it my career choices, pushed me to be the best version of myself, and been my strength throughout. To my brother, who has always supported me and helped me. In fact, explored the various video options via which I could make this video possible. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To all the juniors who are listening, Sapphire gives you so many opportunities, Make sure that you're able to utilize as many as you can, be it the clubs, committees, Mansophical, Kaleidoscope, Prism, Exam, credit courses, among so many other things. All of them will help you develop relevant skills. At the same time, make your college experience a truly enriching and enjoyable. Remember that your seniors, including us, are just a phone call away for any kind of help or guidance. No matter what the obstacles, you all will overcome them, even if it feels at the moment that it's too much.
Thank you, Ms. Samiksha Jain. We will continue with the announcement of the prizes, starting with the postgraduate prizes. The Amar Raikot Prize for the highest marks in biochemistry at the MSc examination, Saima Khan. The Saklatwala Prize for the highest overall marks in the MSc Analytical Chemistry examination goes to Krisan Miranda. The Vaishno Mal Malhotra Endowment Shandi Malhotra Cash Prize for a TYBA student who has a consistently good academic record, who obtains the highest marks in the TYBA examinations, goes to Siona Roy, TYBA. She also receives the Dr. Sister Livy Roderick Scholarship for obtaining the highest marks in the TYBA examinations. The Mafatlal Scholarship to the student who comes first in the TYBA examinations in economics goes to Vaishnavi Lokhande. She also receives the Dr. Zaibun Justinwala Scholarship for obtaining the highest marks in the TYBA economics single major examinations. She also receives the Morris George Martis Prize for the highest marks in the TYBA economics examinations. The Meena Pimbalpure Prize for the highest marks in English at the TYBA examinations goes to Muskan Katiyar. She also receives the Dr. Supriya Sengupta Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBA English examinations. The SKIDA Scholarship for the first rank in the TYBA examinations in Hindi, Sheikh Shifa. The Mrs. Abraham Prize for the highest marks in history at the TYBA examinations goes to Dhwani Desai. The Shashikala C. Patel Scholarship for the highest marks at the TYBA examinations in psychology goes to Akshara Seth. She also receives the Anupama Bhairavan Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBA examinations in psychology. The Shashikala C. Patel Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBA examinations in sociology goes to Siona Roy. The Shashikala C. Patel Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBM examinations in the double major group goes to Vara Raturi. This is for a double majors in English and philosophy. The Vaishno Mal Malhotra Endowment Shandi Malhotra Cash Prize for a consistently good academic record and the highest marks in the TYBMM and participation in co-curricular activities of the college, Kritika Gopalkrishnan. Two University of Mumbai's sesquicentennial prizes for the highest marks in advertising and journalism in the TYBMM is shared between Ashwida Sequeira for journalism TYBMM and Ananya Pandey, advertising TYBMM. The Sister Winifred Ward Birth Centenary Prize for the highest marks in the TYBSc examinations, a consistently good academic record and participation in co-curricular activities goes to Gayatri Chandran. She also receives the Dr. Sister Livy Roderick Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBSc examinations. The SAFI Educational Aid Program Scholarship for standing first in TYBSc Microbiology goes to Afrin Ansari. The SAFI Educational Aid Program Scholarship for standing first in the TYBSc Chemistry College examination goes to Priya Naik. The Shashigala C. Patel Scholarship for the highest marks in the TYBSc in Life Sciences goes to Gayatri Chandran. the Mr. Lambert Edmund De Cruz Memorial Prizes for the 2 students who secured the highest aggregated marks across 6 semesters in BSc double major groups goes to Juvarius Syed and Deandra D'Souza. The Dwarkadas and Kaushalya Devi Kapoor Prize for the first rank in TY BSc IT goes to Vishaga Kotian. The NSS Silver Jubilee Scholarship 1996-97 for the best NSS student goes to Safni Avasti. Junior college rank holders, SYJC Arts and Vocational, first rank is shared between Ananya Kekre and Bushra Ansari. Second rank, Ishida Saxena. Third rank, Kulsum Mohammad Ahmad. And fourth rank, Halima Dada. SYJC Science, first rank, Gaushia Khatri, and second rank, Mariam Patel. On behalf of the college and all the prize donors, I congratulate all the prize winners. Now, Ms. Siona Roy, the recipient of the college Silver Jubilee Gold Pendant, will propose the vote of thanks.
It has been almost 4 years since I entered the massive front gates of Sapphire College. And I had no idea that that moment, those first few steps, were the first few steps towards something so magnificent and beautiful that it would always hold a very special place in my heart. Respected chief guest, our principal Dr. Sister Ananda Amrit Mahal, vice principals Ms. Gilda Pereira, Dr. Rajbinder Kaur and Dr. Anandha Tendulkar, Vice Principal of Junior College, Sister Annie, Supervisor of Junior College, Ms. Bina Gonzalez, our Dean of Students, Sister Rosa, teachers, and my dear friends. It is my utmost honor to be the recipient of the prestigious College Silver Jubilee Golden Pendant and to have this opportunity to deliver this vote of thanks. When I finally sat down to write this speech, I was absolutely lost. How does one successfully summarize 3 long years worth of smiles, friendships, tears, triumphs, joys, learnings, and laughter into one speech? Well, at least I have tried my level best. 2 years ago, this week, while I was cramming for my SY final exams in a supposed group study session, we received a message from college saying that our leave has been extended by a month due to COVID. Who knew that 2 years later, I would still be at home receiving this esteemed award virtually? Yet, in spite of that, my 3 years at Sapphire have definitely been the most rewarding and memorable 3 years of my academic career. I have learned so much more than any textbook could teach me, made bonds that I will cherish for a lifetime, and emerged as a strong, independent woman who is not afraid to make the world her oyster. I'll admit, I was skeptical about Sapphire. It was a women's college. It was at least an hour and a half away from home. And I did not know anyone at the time of admission. But with the first step I took into our luscious green campus, I knew I was home. Like Samiksha, one of my first and unforgettable college memories was our orientation. I remember watching Sister Ananda introducing at the college, and although I was overwhelmed, Sister's calm and strong voice somehow made me feel invincible, like I could do anything. Ironically, I made 3 statements that day. I distinctly remember telling my father, I will never get into exam. I will definitely be a part of the Skida play, and I want to be SVP. That turned out to be a game of 2 lies and 1 truth. One thing that has always fascinated me about Sapphire is the platform that I found within class. I grew up watching TV shows and hearing teenagers talk about bunking classes and skipping college. For me, the stimulating discussions experienced within the 4 walls of the classroom was, for the lack of a better word, liberating. No wonder Sapphire has such a lasting impact on so many women every year. Here, we don't just study, we think, we question, we argue, we dissent, and in the process, we grow. When the pandemic set in, there were so many questions and confusions that plagued us all. I was not sure how I'd be able to handle all my duties as the SBP in such chaotic times. But then again, life does work in mysterious ways. I have been blessed to be surrounded by numerous determined and hardworking individuals. The core CUC, PRISM, and the entire CUC have proven to be remarkable through their seamless coordination and perseverance. As I know most of them are probably listening today, I will take this opportunity to say this to them and to our entire batch. There have been many batches ingrained in the history of Sapphire College. However, I can say with complete confidence that no batch has had a year such as ours. Looking back, I am positively baffled by how much we have achieved. We have built systems from scratch. We have coordinated with each other from thousands of miles away. We have introduced new events and experiences. And we have worked in conditions that none of our predecessors could ever think of. And we have succeeded. These years are proof that even a global pandemic is no match for the sheer force of the Sapphire determination and zeal. I cannot possibly string together enough words that would describe my gratitude towards Sapphire and the memories it has allowed me. From being a CR to a core during K-Scope, Mansophical, working for EXAP, hosting, organizing and enjoying numerous events, and finally being the student body president during a pandemic. I cannot imagine another platform that would give me so many diverse experiences. I never thought I would have the opportunity of helping build something as unique as Samajik sociology. But I did, and it was euphoric. The satisfaction and the adrenaline rush at the end of every event was a high that I cannot express. It drives you to be better, to improve and level up every single time. None of this would have been possible without certain people who supported me and encouraged me to do my best. I would like to begin by thanking my family, especially my parents, grandmothers and brother for being my rock and for always being there for me whenever I needed them. Sister Ananda, thank you for all your patience and encouragement and always giving us time whenever we came to you for guidance. Trust me when I say this, receiving your warm smile never failed to make my day. To Gilda ma'am, Yasmin ma'am and Lavanya ma'am, thank you for your approachable aura that constantly encouraged me. Sister Rosa, my time at Sapphire would not be the same without your motivation and blessings and your energizing. Good morning, staff and students. A massive thank you to Anagha ma'am and Tanaz ma'am, our CUC in charges. The constant and unwavering trust you had in us propelled us through every difficulty and tough decision. A huge shout out to Chinmoy ma'am, Rashna ma'am and Ivan sir who had mentored the CUC through my first and second years. The seamless working of the CUC under you gave me the courage to apply for the position of SVP. To the sociology department, Anagha ma'am, Vilma ma'am, Rajula ma'am, Pepi ma'am and Tina ma'am. Thank you for truly inculcating the Sapphire spirit in me. You are constantly encouraging and supporting me, and all the while you tolerated my gazillion questions and wrong answers. The sociology department indeed holds a special place in my heart as people of great sociological importance. I would also like to thank the EXAP committees who pushed us to ensure that we delivered our very best and believed in our abilities and knowledge. A special thanks to Rashna ma'am for guiding me and encouraging me to question everything. To all the professors with whom I have had the honor to interact, thank you for always pushing me to improve and for all the cooperation you have provided while excusing me for those few minutes when I had to run out of class or work or had to skip classes for the plethora of events Sapphire had on a daily basis. To my beloved core CUC members, all I have achieved this year would have been a pipe dream without your constant and unwavering love and support. Vishruta, Mansa and Samiksha, every time a bizarre, seemingly impossible task came my way, I could stand up against it because I knew that my girls had my back. You all have been such an integral part of my journey, even before we took our positions as the core and way beyond our duties as the core. I would also like to give a special thank you to my wonderful friends, Falak, Samiksha, Rebecca, Sophia, Reenu and Riddhi, who have been by my side through thick and thin, from missed trains, campaigning, late night phone calls to social distancing. We have come so far. Last but definitely not the least, it would be remiss not to mention some more special people who made my journey at Sophia so much better. Thank you, Meeta ma'am, Rizwana ma'am, both our wardens, Ganesh bhaiya, John uncle, and Abdul bhaiya. A huge thank you to all the small units that built Sophia, from our admin staff, peon uncles, housekeeping staff, computer lab staff, stationery and copy shop staff, canteen staff, security guards, and all the bhaiyas. The past 2 years have been learning lessons. We have experienced situations that we had never fathomed before. Amongst all this, I feel that one of my most important learning was to never leave something for the last. The 2 years I had a chance to be on campus, I put off so many things. I wanted to act in our wonderful plays. I wanted to participate more in intercollegiate competitions. I wanted to write so much more. I wanted to at least lift the fencing sword to see how it feels. I kept putting it off for my final year, thinking I had so much time. Now I know better. I have learned to seize the day and try to ensure that the arrays of I wish I had will never follow me. So, to any junior who happens to be with us today, seize the day. Take in each and every moment, because every breath you take here will teach you something. Sophia is an oasis of opportunities. All you have to do is extend your hand and something will pull you in. Participate in every event, contribute to every discussion, read every paper, and don't forget to enjoy yourself. 3 years go by in the snap of your fingers, and before you know it, it's time to say goodbye to your newfound family. All you have left are memories and a hefty CV. I am grateful that I have never been oblivious to the small things that made my life here unforgettable. Lalita auntie's smile at the main gate, the sleepy conversations before the 8 a.m. class, the cold marble and shades all around campus that gave us a sigh of relief during summers, the cozy corners where groups of starry-eyed students have a world of discussions. Maybe that's the reason why, now that it's officially my time to bid farewell, I find myself the trunk load of memories that I will cherish for a lifetime. And maybe that's why I want nothing more than to spend a few more minutes surrounding myself with these memories and the sweet nostalgia. All that being said, however, I do have a bone to pick. To all staff and students, why have you made Sophia so difficult to move away from? Even today, as I sit for my master's classes, I find myself reminiscing about the electrifying sensation that is Sophia. I often joke that the umbilical cord between me and Sophia will never be cut, and I think I truly believe this. But such is being a part of this distinguished institution so many of us call home. Actually, during my last few weeks at Sapphire, I was petrified. I had a chance to experience so much that I thought that I had peaked as an individual here. What more could I possibly do? But then again, Sapphire has ingrained in me the thirst of excellence that cannot be quenched. To this day, every learning, every lesson I took back from Sapphire is nurturing my ability to think and my ability to be the best version of myself. And most importantly, while I continue my journey forward, I remember Udva Mulla. I know that my roots are always growing upwards. And now, maybe for the last time, I would like to bid farewell. Once again, for everything I have received and for the woman I am today. Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you, Siona. I would like to place it on record our sincere thanks to the Prize Committee of 2020-2021. Once again, thank you to our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda Amrit Mehal, the vice principals, Dean of Student Affairs, my colleagues, students and their families who have been patiently watching us online. And students, please note the detailed list that includes all the remaining prizes and the other details with regard to the collection of your certificates will be updated on the college website by next week. We request you to kindly check the college website, and we will conclude this session with the college song before starting the degree conferring ceremony. Thank you.
For this to stand so high as we, and sets our hearts with love and free. Oh Lord, free us from pain and fear, and may we know that Thou art near. We long to soothe all earthly pain. We wish to be our might and faith. Our hearts we offer Thee anew. Our lives shall stand for all that's true. Thy wisdom shall direct our way. Thy love shall be our joy and stay. Our goal shall be true liberty, our freedom found in first in Thee.
Hello, everybody. A very, very good evening to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to extend our warm welcome to our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda Amrit Mahal, our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. John Varghese, the chairperson of the Managing Trust of the Society for Higher Education for Women in India, Dr. Sister Anila Varghese, Vice Principal Arts, Ms. Gilda Pereira, Vice Principal Science, Dr. Rajbinder Kaur, Vice Principal Administration and IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Anaga Tendulkar, all our dear staff members, our students, and their parents to this virtual degree conferring ceremony of batch 2020-21. I now invite our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda, to deliver her welcome address.
Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome to each one of you. Our chief guest, Professor John Varghese, Principal of St. Stephen's College in Delhi. Really happy to have you with us, John. Ms. Gilda Pereira, Vice Principal Arts, Dr. Rajbinder Kaur Devia, Vice Principal Science, Dr. Anaga Tendulkar, Vice Principal Admin, and Sister Annie Peter, Vice Principal Junior College. The staff, teaching and non-teaching, whose tireless striving over the last 3 years has brought us to this day. Parents, students, most important of all, the graduating students. This graduation ceremony is being conducted on behalf of the University of Mumbai. As you know, since 2015, University of Mumbai decided that the degree certificates issued by the university would be distributed at the college level, and so most colleges have their degree conferring ceremony after the university has its official convocation. This year's degree conferring ceremony, though delayed, is particularly meaningful. The pandemic and the lockdowns turned the world as we know it upside down, and this class in particular had to live the entire third year in extremely debilitating anxiety and uncertainty. And though you finished your final exams in May 2021, somehow there has not been a formal closure to your life in Sapphire. Today's ceremony is that moment of closure. I'm deeply grateful to our chief guest, Professor John Varghese, for gracing the occasion with his inspiring presence. For me, he is a valued friend and someone I admire deeply for his relentless quest for academic excellence and his equally relentless commitment to personal and institutional integrity and values. John, I'm very happy to welcome you to share this significant moment in our lives. On behalf of the staff and students of the college, I express our appreciation of your presence here with us today, a presence which endows this auspicious occasion with grace and solemnity. Thank you. But the real chief guest today, pardon me, John, the real chief guest today, without whom we would not be here at all, are you, my dear graduating students. Though this is not officially a convocation, it is nevertheless a rite of passage. It marks a threshold in your lives. Till now, you have still been in the child, teenager, student mode. Today, you cross that threshold into the adult world. From now, you take responsibility for who you are and for what you are going to become. Poised as you are on this threshold, I ask you to take a moment to pause and reflect. Look back on these years that you have spent with us at Sapphire. 2 years offline, physical presence on our campus, 1 online. Development moments of camaraderie, laughter, fun, canteen, central lawn, andapao, dosawala. Development moments of intense intellectual delight and excitement in the classroom and outside. Times of heated discussion, nail-biting anxiety as you wait for the question paper to arrive. Eager anticipation of events and celebration. There will have also been times when you felt discouraged. The challenges seemed, particularly in this last year, too insurmountable. When you felt it seemed impossible to go on. That you are here today, my dear students, is indication that you were able to go beyond those moments. But they too have played their part in your development. And there are so many family, friends, teachers, non-teaching staff who are inextricably linked in your memory with all that is Sapphire and all that these last years have meant. Today, as you look back, I invite you to thank them all, especially your parents and family, but every single person who's played a role in your journey this day. To be grateful for these moments, for these joyful ones and the difficult ones alike, because each one has contributed to who and what you are today. On the threshold, one looks back, sure, but one also looks forward. Today, you're looking ahead, I hope, at a vista of hope, a horizon of infinite possibilities beckoning you onwards. The old song tells us, Ke sara sara, whatever will be, will be. And yet, it's not just destiny. Our choices will contribute to what that future will be. It's our choices that make us who we are, just as it is the choices of the management, of the staff, that has made Sapphire College what it is. As we watch you take your first steps into that future, we're very aware that it is a troubled world that you enter. The pandemic itself has been a huge challenge, a crisis of gigantic proportions. But we also need to be aware that today, the very foundations of unity and diversity, of understanding, of equality and justice and liberty for all, of democracy itself, seem to be under threat. It is our fervent hope, my dear students, that your choices will be determined by a belief in the essential interconnectedness of all life, of all the universe. A belief in the essential goodness of all people that has not yet been tarnished with the experiences of disillusionment, of betrayal. A trust in the future springing from a belief in yourself. The concern for others that has been nurtured by the close camaraderie that has existed here in the Sapphire family. A responsibility for the world beyond one's own immediate concerns and interests. A commitment to integrity, to compassion, to justice, and to peace. These are some of the key elements in the goals that we have striven to attain here in the college. We hope that these are some of the values you have integrated here, and we hope that these are what you carry out with you, together with the degree certificates that you will take with you into the future. At present, the times we live in call us to be alert and sensitive to shifts in perception and presentation which confront us on every side. They call us to stand up for what we know to be right, to speak out against injustice and oppression wherever we may encounter it. I know you will do your best to hold fast to the values that you have imbibed over the years, that you will seek to make choices that will enable you to remain true to who you are, even while you strive to survive and progress in this great big world outside. But neither dreams nor hopes can be realized, nor can fears be kept at bay. No amount of gratitude-filled memories can suffice unless every present, every moment is embraced with all of one's being. Half-hearted efforts, half-hearted living, half-hearted commitment will bring only incomplete results, unsatisfactory conclusions, unfulfilled aspirations. Investing all of oneself, sure, it carries the risk of failure, but it also holds out the promise of success. For each of you, my dear students, I pray that you may have the courage and the magnanimity, the greatness of soul, to give yourself completely to whatever it is you undertake. Profession, career, relationship, family, whatever. Only then can you be said to have lived. Most important of all, my dear students, you need to believe in yourselves, in your own efforts, your guiding principles, the values you live by. These form the legacy which we, the preceding generation, has endowed you with. We, your parents, your teachers, have striven to instill these principles and values, this sense of integrity into you, because they are important to us, but also because you are important to us. We have invested our time and energy, our love and involvement in you. You are our offering to the future. And as you look out into the brave new world, our prayer for you is that you will find it welcoming and hospitable, and that your dreams and hopes for the future may be realized. But at the same time, I have some other hopes for you as well. I want you, my dear girls, to be very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable with easy answers, uncomfortable with half-truths, uncomfortable with superficial relationships, because I want you to live this tireless quest for integrity deep within your heart. I want you to be angry at injustice, oppression, exploitation, so that you may work for justice, freedom, peace. That seems harsh to say, but I want you to weep. To weep for those who suffer from pain, rejection, starvation, and war, so that you may reach out to comfort them. Turn that pain into joy. Most of all, darling girls, I want you to be foolish. Foolish enough to believe that you can make a difference in this world, so that you can do what other people claim is impossible.
Thank you so much, sister, for your extremely motivating words. It gives me immense pleasure, and I'm extremely honored to introduce our keynote speaker and academic and administrative stalwart, Dr. John Varghese. Professor John Varghese is the principal of St. Stephen's College, Delhi. Before taking over as principal, Professor Varghese was the head of the Department of Communication at EFL University, Hyderabad. As an illustrious academician, he has taught English language and literature at several universities, like Loyola College, Chennai, St. Stephen's College, Delhi, and George Mason University in United Arab Emirates. He has also taught Cambodian government officials a course on English language proficiency on behalf of the government of India. He has supervised multiple MPhil and other research students. His glorious administrative responsibilities involve ministry-level interfaces and aggressive digital transformation in the college. He has also been credited for launching a slew of new academic courses, one of which is Public Policy Administration and International Relations. As a principal, he is also the patron of the Alumni Association of St. Stephen's College and has established several alumni chapters in countries like Japan, Singapore, and the UK. He also serves on the governing bodies and as the EC of 2 state universities and 1 central university. As a principal, he has been responsible for steering St. Stephen's College towards the path of stupendous achievements and academic excellence. A very warm welcome to you, sir. I now request you to address our students. Thank you.
Respected and dear Principal, Dr. Sister Ananda Amritamahal, distinguished guests, my colleagues in the teaching fraternity, students, parents, and especially graduating students of Sapphire College. Let me congratulate all of you on the successful completion of your program of study here. As young ladies getting ready to go out into the world, I take this opportunity to share with you a phrase that struck me as most important as you get ready to go out into the world from the protected environment of Sapphire College. The phrase comes to me from the message that your principal and my friend, Dr. Sister Ananda, has on the college website. The phrase which I would like to bring to our memory is embedded in the sentence, and I quote that sentence: "The college management is committed to creating an atmosphere in which the zest for learning thrives, and students are trained not only academically, but also to be women of convictions and values." And the phrase which I want to place before all of us on this very important occasion is the phrase, women of convictions and values. That phrase rose up to me from the principal's message, which was on your website. I was thinking of what I should be speaking to you, and I thought I will go through your website. And when I saw the principal's message there, that phrase, women of convictions and values, that leapt out of the website and struck me. I thought, and I think, that this was and is a very important phrase. And after I had thought about it a while, and even while I listened to your principal deliver that excellent motivational speech from her heart, I felt I must add one small word to that phrase. And the word that I wish to add to that beautiful phrase is the word courageous. Therefore, the phrase will read, the college management is committed to creating an atmosphere in which the zest for learning thrives and students are trained not only academically, but also to be courageous women of conviction and value. You are now getting ready to go out from the protected environment of college into what they say is the big, bad world. But that is not something you should be afraid of. There is no need to fear. And why is there no need to fear? Number one, because you have been given something more than just knowledge. You've been given convictions and you've been given values. And believe me, my dear friends, when you step out into the world, you will find that there are people, men and women, who are going about their everyday work and responsibility with neither of these, neither convictions nor values. And there is every chance that each one of us can also become like them. Therefore, it is important that you stand with courage. If you look out into the world, you will find men and women who pretend to be powerful, who pretend to be responsible, who pretend to be men and women of value and worth, but who are not. Therefore, when you go out into the world, they will try to make you like them. That is when you prove to be women of courage. Because it takes a lot to swim against the tide. And that is where, with courage and with conviction, and using the values that have been planted in you, you will stand up as role models for a world which no one seems to know where it's headed. Your teachers and this college have taught you how to be women of conviction and value. Today, as you set your sights on further achievements and a future in that world, I ask each one of you to be courageous. I ask you to be strong in your convictions and driven by your values. Because the education which has been given to you is not to be limited to that grade card or to that result sheet. One woman with courage can make all the difference that we need. And if we look around us, we will notice that in our communities, our states, our country, and our world, there are many needs. Do not, even for a single moment, think that you are a mere single woman. Rather, I encourage you to think and consider yourselves as courageous women of conviction and values. I've had the privilege of knowing your principal briefly, and if that is anything to go by, I think you've received an excellent education. I wish each one of you the very best, whatever you choose to do in the future. Study further, work, raise a family, or all of these. Congratulations to all the new graduates, and congratulations to my colleagues at Sapphire College who helped make these young ladies courageous women driven by conviction and values. God bless each one of you, and thank you very much for giving me this privilege and this wonderful opportunity to address all of you. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor John Varghese, for your extremely inspirational and thought-provoking words. We will now embark on a virtual traversal of the degree conferring ceremony. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon single major economics students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon English literature students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon single major Hindi students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon single major history students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon sociology single major students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon psychology single major students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon philosophy single major students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major psychology and sociology students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major psychology and economics students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon psychology and English literature double major students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major history and psychology students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major psychology and philosophy students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon economics and sociology students. A Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon education and sociology students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon history and sociology students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major political science and English literature students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major education and philosophy students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major English Literature and Philosophy students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major History and Education students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major History and Political Science students, Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Sociology and Political Science students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Economics and Political Science students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major History and English Literature students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Education and English Literature students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Hindi and Political Science students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Economics and English Literature students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Hindi and History student. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Philosophy and Sociology students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Education and Hindi students. Bachelor of Arts degree being conferred upon double major Political Science and Philosophy student. Bachelor of Mass Media degree being conferred upon single major Advertising students. Bachelor of Mass Media degree being conferred upon students of journalism. Bachelor of Science degree being conferred upon double major students of biochemistry. Bachelor of Science degree being conferred upon single major students of chemistry. Bachelor of Science degree being conferred upon single major students of life science. Bachelor of Science degree being conferred upon single major students of microbiology. Bachelor of Science degree being conferred upon IT students. Masters of Science degree being conferred upon students of analytical chemistry. MSc degree being conferred upon students of life sciences. MSc degree being conferred upon students of biochemistry. On behalf of everybody present here, a very hearty congratulations to all our students and their parents. I now invite Sister Ananda to officially give her blessings to our students.
I ask all of the staff members to join me in this solemn blessing. We pray in the words of Scripture, bless them indeed. Expand their territory. Let your hand be with them, Lord. Keep them from all evil, that they will not cause or experience pain. Most of all, may God's blessing rest upon you. May God's love light up your life. May hope spring from your hearts as you look towards tomorrow. May your days be filled with great adventures and great discoveries. May you live, love, and give of your best, so that each one of you and all those around you come ever closer to the fullness of joy and life. Amen.
Thank you so much, sister. We now come to the end of this virtual degree conferring ceremony, and I would like to close the ceremony with the official vote of thanks. I humbly thank our keynote speaker, Professor Dr. John Varghese, for gracing the occasion with his presence. I thank our principal, Dr. Sister Ananda, for being the guiding force for our students. A huge thank you to CUC Batch 2021, all our vice principals, the Dean of Students, Sister Rosa, all our staff members present here, and last but not the least, our dear students and their parents. I now request everybody to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे